Hey there, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you a fast and easy way to start making money online with Amazon KDP. In fact, I'm going to be showing you a seller that's making $2,141 per month selling just one of these books. Now, the best part about it is it's a great way for beginners to start their publishing journey because the interiors of these books are very simple to make, meaning you don't need any prior experience to be able to start creating these types of books. All you're gonna need is Wi-Fi and a laptop, and by the end of this video, you're gonna have the exact steps in finding and creating profitable books on Amazon. So if you're a beginner looking to make an income online and start a side hustle, or you're just looking for a new niche, well, this video is for you. But before that, hey guys, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. So what are we talking about today? Well, today that would be the ABC dot marker coloring book niche. Now, the very first thing that you want to do when you're publishing on Amazon KDP is going to be your niche research. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean finding out if the niche that you're looking into is going to be something that's worth it and something that's ultimately going to be profitable. In other words, I'm talking about niche validation. And on top of that, you're going to want to find the keywords that are going to go into your title, your subtitle, and those back-end keywords that'll give you the best chance at ranking your book on the first page of Amazon. Now, here I am on Amazon, and I did a search for ABC dot marker coloring book. And the very first thing that you're going to see on my screen is this purple bar right here. And this is called Titan's Quick View. It's basically going to help you with your niche research and your keyword research, and it comes from Self-Publishing Titans. So if you go over to the Chrome web store and you type in Self-Publishing Titans, you're going to find these two extensions right here. That's going to help you with your niche research, your keyword research, and so much more. So feel free to install these because they are both free to use so that you can get the same information that I'm getting on my screen right here. So for example, Titan's Quick View will give you a niche score. They're also going to give you the total results of this specific search term right here, as compared to Amazon, where you can see right here, Amazon will just list a more generic number. So for example, this one says over 3,000 results, but Titan's Quick View gives you the exact 3,799. So that's very helpful. It also gives you the exact match of the books that are using this exact keyword in their title, how many books are independently published, meaning how many books are KDP books, and then useful information with the bestsellers ranks, reviews, and price. It'll give you the average, the lows, and the highs for all of these. But the very first thing that I look at when I am doing niche research is always going to be the search results. And right here, we're seeing over 3,000 results. Now, when I'm doing my niche research and I'm trying to validate a niche, I'm going to look for three specific things. Number one, I'm looking for search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is going to tell me that the competition is not so high. Number two, I'm going to look for 3 KDP books that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below, because this is going to tell me that these books are already selling, meaning there's already some kind of demand for this niche. And then number 3, I'm going to look for a niche score that's provided by the plugin that I'm using that has a score of 50 and higher. So the first thing that we see is that this keyword has over 3,000 search results, which is a little bit higher than I want. So we're gonna have to do something and look for another keyword within this niche that has lower search results to see if we can find something that is more to our liking. But before we do that, let's go ahead and look down the first page here to see how many books are ranking at that 300,000 or below. So the way that I do this is you'll see that right here, usually the first couple results is going to be a sponsored product. You can see it right here in this box, as well as right here where it says sponsored on top of this listing. And basically, I'm not going to be taking these books into consideration when I'm doing my niche research and my niche validation, because this is essentially where publishers are paying to get to the top of a certain search term, aka the first page of Amazon. So I'm going to just scroll down. So for example, this one says sponsored, even though it is a KDP book, because under publisher it says independently published, but we're going to keep moving on. And this one right here is that first book that is not sponsored. And this book, you can see under publisher says independently published, which is telling me that this is a KDP book, and it has a ranking of 13,903. So this is well below that 300,000 BSR. And this is book number 1. So we need to find 2 more books to be able to satisfy this step 2. The next book right here is independently published. So it's telling me it's a KDP book. It has a bestsellers rank of 8,930. So this is book number 2. And then this book right here is independently published, ranking at 20,752. So this is book number 3. And so step 2 is already satisfied, which tells me there's a lot of demand in this particular niche. But let's go ahead and go down the rest of this first page to see how many of these books are selling well. We have the book right after that one that's ranking it at 105,000. This book right here is 216,000, 55,000, 157,000, 978. And so you can see there's a lot of demand for this niche. And with a niche score of 53, that's above the 50 that I'm looking for. So this is just telling me that we have to work on the keyword for this niche to try to get something a little bit closer to that 1,000 results that I'm looking for. So I did exactly that, and I found ABC dot marker workbook ages 3 to 5. And this is within the same niche, but it has a lot better search results. This is 714. And so with a niche score of 51, that's above the 50 that I'm looking for. And so let's do a quick look through the first page to see if there's the 3 books under 300,000 that we're looking for. This book right here is 55,000. That's book number 1. This book is 2 million, so that doesn't pass. This book is 500,000. That doesn't pass. 10 million. That doesn't pass. This book right here is 222,000. So that passes. And then this book right here is 20,000. So that's 3 books already. And so this satisfies that second step. Therefore, this satisfies all 3 of my steps. And so this is telling me that there is good potential for profit in this niche. So why don't we look at one of these books that are doing well to see a little bit more about this niche. So let's go ahead and take a look at this book right here. This is an ABC 123 and shapes.art coloring book for kids, boys and girls ages 2 to 5, preschool and kindergarten.art coloring book for kids. That is a long worded title. However, it is selling really well because it has a book ranking of 8,930 and it has a 4.7 out of 5 rating, over 100 ratings overall. So this book is doing really, really well. It has a high price point for this type of book at $7.99, which is actually really nice to see because a lot of the times you'll see books listed around $5.99 and even less for this type of book. So to see $7.99 is really promising if you want those higher margins. We can see that this book is a total of 102 pages and your typical 8.5 by 11 sized activity book. And before we go ahead and look at the sample to see what it has, let's go ahead and look at this graph. So this graph is from Self-Publishing Titans, and it's a BSR graph or a rankings graph. So this is for the last 30 days. So the way this works is as you're seeing it go down, the book is selling well. And then as it goes up, that means the book is not selling as well. So you'll see the ups and downs, but I like to see the trends of books when I'm doing research. So this is for the past 30 days. Let's go backwards 90 days. We can see this actually selling a little bit better now than it did back in May. And then let's go back 6 months so we can see a little bit more of what's happening here. And then 1 year and then all time. So we can see that right when it was published right here, that the rankings just dropped, meaning that it just started selling. So this is making me believe that they're using some type of ad strategy, because to sell a book this fast right here, especially in the middle of summer, I think it's really hard. I mean, it's doable, but it's really hard without using ads. And we can see how well it's been doing ever since. So let's go ahead and look at the sample. So here is the cover. We can see it says 50 plus coloring pages. And then the first page is basically the same thing as the cover. Here's a little bit of the publisher. And then the book belongs to page right here. And then a test color page. You can see it's just a bunch of circles. And then that's pretty much it for the interior sample. However, on the back cover, they do provide a few pages of the interior. So we can see the number 2 right here with some circles, a star, and then the letter B like this with the circles inside of them. So that's really good to see. So let's go ahead and look to see if they have any A+ content. And here it is right here. So A+ content is basically a place where the publisher can put more information about the book because there are limitations with the look inside feature with Amazon. So it's really good to use A+ content, especially because it's free to use. And the best thing about it is this part right here, these modules where you can add more of your books on every listing that you have. So it's a good way to cross-sell your books with people that are just looking at your other listings. And so if you want to know how to create this, go ahead and click somewhere around this video. I'll link my video that I made on exactly how to do this and create A+ content. So feel free to watch that after this video. Now let's go ahead and look at some of these reviews. And so here are some reviews. This one says, "Love to use this while teaching my daughter ABCs. She loves it as well." This one says, "Perfect if you want to find a way to distract your toddlers or keep them away from the screen." This one says, "Love doing fun educational arts and crafts with my little. Great quality." This one says, "I like the book. It is a wonderful teaching tool." And so we can see that there are a lot of great reviews for this book. However, I don't go to the review section for the great reviews. I like to look for reviews that are subpar. And so, for example, this one right here gave it a 3-star, this person did, and says overrated book. "The price of the product seemed unfair for what you get. They made it seem like there was more inside the book. My son was bored with it pretty quickly. He is 3, so good for ages 1 to 2 probably." So it is a really good idea to go through the reviews and look for those subpar reviews so you can create a better book based off of those reviews. Now let's go ahead and take the BSR right here and plug it into a sales calculator to see how much is estimated to be making. And we can see with the bestsellers rank of 8,930 that this book makes about 27 sales per day, which equals about 810 books per month. And if we add the royalty calculator, I've already added all of the figures here. So that's about $71 per day and $2,141 per month. Now that we've done our research and know that there's some profits to be made with this niche, the next part is how to create these interiors. So let me go ahead and show you how I do this. So here I am on Canva, which is a free design tool that you can go ahead and create a free account for and start creating these designs. And I just put some text on the screen just to start off these pages. So the thing that you can do here with Canva is you can go ahead and pick any font that you like that you think will work for the type of book that you're making. So this one is for kids. So once you have the font that you like, the thing you can do with Canva is, I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see, is you can hit effects up here and then you can click on this hollow style and it's going to do this thing right here. And then basically we can just fill in the circles in there, but I want to put the thickness a little bit down like this so we can work on it. So that's at 5. And the same thing with B. I'm going to go and hollow it, put it down to 5. And we can make it bigger like this. So this one's going to go on page 2 and I have to change the font before I do that. So there we go. And we're going to put this on page 2 right here. And basically, I'm just going to make it as big as I can, like this, put it in the center. And then what you can do is you can go here to the left-hand side, go to elements, search up circle outline, and you can choose one of these that you think will work. Let's go ahead and try this one right here. And let's just make it smaller like this. And that looks okay. Let's look at this one right here. And I like this a little bit more because it kind of matches the size of the outlines on the letters. So let's use this one. And then you just want to fill in the letter with these circles. So depending on whatever size you want to make them, you can just duplicate these and you can just put them and line them up like this. And as you can see, I filled in the letter A like that. And so we just do the lowercase a. And then there you go. As you can see, we just completed the first page. And now we just have to do the same thing with B. And basically, this is what you want to do with every single one of your pages. You could have letters, you could have numbers, you could have some shapes. You could do a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and finish this B off. I'm just going to make it as big as I can, put it in the center. And then I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate this one, drag it down here, and then start filling this out as well. And as you can see, I just finished the second page. So here's A, here's B, and then you would just want to create about 40 to 50 more of these pages until you have a complete interior for your book. Now, another way that you could make these type of interiors is to go to Creative Fabrica and make a search for abc.marker. And you can see there are the same types of images here as the one that I just created. But this is just going to give you a lot more variety and allow you to see how you could create these types of books and how you could design your own specific book. As you can see, here are some farm animals with dot markers. You can see here is a letter right here without the outline, just the circles. Here is one with the bear, the letter B, as well as a bear with circles inside it. And so this just allows you to brainstorm more ideas and give you more inspiration on how to create this type of book. Just make sure that if you're going to use Creative Fabrica, that any interior that you get, that you go ahead and make extensive edits on, meaning change the interior so it doesn't look like you just copied and pasted the same interior from Creative Fabrica. So add elements, add borders, but because this interior is so simple to make, you're really not going to have a problem using Canva to create these from scratch. Just follow the tutorial that I showed you with pretty much any image that you get and you'll be good to go. Well, there you have it. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and hopefully you're able to implement it into your low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.